what's up? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Darren Harris, and this is my podcast. How you feeling this week? Hopefully everybody's doing good. My mental health is a little off because there was a tragedy in my family. I had to put my dog down this week, my Great Dane, sweet potato pie. This show is dedicated to her. God rest her soul, and I know that you are up there with the angels and you're making everybody happy, Pie. I love you. Anyway, I got a special guest today who's affected just as deeply as I was about this, and it is my wife. My wife is joining me today on my podcast. My wife, Yvonne Harris, is here to talk about relationship issues or I guess she's here to help me read through some of these letters that I got. I got some letters about relationships and people wanting some advice, and I don't necessarily know if I'm the motherfucker to be giving anybody advice, but here we go. Hey, babe, how you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks. Actually, you do give good advice.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. I come to you for advice.
Okay. All right, then I'll buy it. I will take that. So, what's going on with you?
I have a letter here.
You got some letters?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gonna start right off the bat, because some of these letters are good. Some of them are kind of like, hokey finokey, but some of these letters are good, man. And I wanna help people. And if you think that I can help you, let's see if I can help you. Let's see if we can both.
Right.
My wife, you used to have a podcast called Intimate with Yvonne.
Yeah.
And
I just gave advice, and just talked about shit. I talked about the different phases of the moon, which is like the different phases in our lives.
Right, you was on some sun, moon, and stars.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
It's all right. It's cool.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, first off, we're going to start with the one: balancing parenthood and marriage. Since we became parents, my husband and I have struggled to find a balance between our roles as partners and parents. We were both exhausted, and it feels like we never have time for each other anymore. Date nights have become a thing of the past, and intimacy is almost non-existent. I know we're doing our best, but I'm worried about our marriage since it's taking a back seat to everything else. How do we reconnect when life is so chaotic?
Well, the first thing is this. Give homie the cootie cat. Don't stop giving him the cootie cat.
Well, it says here, since we became parents.
Okay.
So then if she continues to give him the cootie cat, every year they're going to be having a baby.
It'll be on some parents, perpetual
for
parenting.
50 years.
I feel that.
So, I mean.
Well,
one, I want to say that
Well, you don't want to neglect your kids, but go ahead, babe.
Marriage and parenthood. I do know about marriage and dogs. We have dogs.
Right, we have dogs. I mean,
yes.
We have 4 children, but we weren't married. I mean,
yeah.
And that's, we were not married.
But
we're parenting.
I'm giving advice like the dogs are like kids. So when I give advice, are you
giving advice for fucking animals or shit, baby? People like, I got real ass kids. How does this fucking help me?
Fuck your kids.
Babe.
Okay.
Fuck your kids.
Sorry. No.
Look, all right, listen. This is, for me, it's about prioritization. It's about prioritization. Now, your child, you just had kids, you got kids.
Yeah.
Your children are your priority, first and foremost. But your spouse is also your priority. Sure. You have to you have to, if you're feeling overwhelmed, that all this stuff is, learn to prioritize the time better. Your kids sleep. I know people get tired, but your kids get tired too.
Well, yeah, I was
they
about
sleep.
To say, they may take a nap with their kids. You can't,
so
you can do that.
When you, like, say if you put your baby down, what I mean? You put the baby down for, like, afternoon nap, whatever.
That's the time you should take to go talk to your spouse.
If you guys don't, even if you guys don't aren't around each other all day like we are, even if you
Texting.
work, text each other, call each other
if you
make
can.
each other, make plans to do something when they come home. Do things, go for walks, things that absorb time, or they feel like that it's just the two of you. Even if you take the baby for a walk around the block in a stroller, the baby's not going to really talk to y'all. You know what I mean? Like a third
and
wheel.
And I hope you're not on your phone looking at your phone all the time. That's another thing.
Put your motherfucking phone.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Put that shit down.
Away.
Put it down because
it can be, and it can be an issue.
Yeah.
It truly can. Because notice when we go to dinner, we tend to do it lately. I don't. I just put my phone down.
Yeah.
But I look around. And
to
everybody's on their phone.
People
and I'm like, that's
so
unfortunate. Like
with their telephones.
Yeah. That your family members.
Yeah, listen, we was at IHOP or someplace like that. We saw it was like the whole family. It was like 6 people on their motherfucking phone. Just on their phone. Nobody was talking.
Across from us though, I did see a family, and when the food arrived, the mother took the phone away.
Yeah. See,
and they ate together. Everybody put their phones away. They gave the kids the time to look at their phones.
Right.
And then they were like.
But see, a phone, especially like, at what age do you give your kids phones?
At the age you want to go get it in with your husband all the time.
That's what I was about to lead to now. The phone can also be a distraction or a time, like something that buys you time to spend with each other. I know right now I've been seeing videos of kids like beating up teachers because they took their phone in class. These kids don't really want to be around their phone. Now, am I saying go beat up, let your kids beat you up? Nah, don't do that.
No, but you do want to spend your time between your spouse, or there has to be that time with your spouse, and it shouldn't be just late at night under the sheets.
There also needs to be understanding. I think there needs to be understanding in the fact that we're both parents now, and our child is going to need some extra attention, some extra time.
Right.
And just like when you get a puppy at first, your puppy ain't housebroken. His ass is shitting all over the place.
Blaze still shit. So.
Well,
but give an example. That's a kid. Right? Technically, what do we do with Blaze?
Put him in a fucking cage? No, baby. He's not a fucking kid.
No, you send the kid to the room.
No. Listen. Hey, everybody. What's up? It's Darren from the Darren Harris Podcast. Check this out. I told everybody when I got my first box of Factor Foods and I tried it, I would be back to let you know how it was. Well, I got my first box, and let me tell you what a top-notch operation they got, man. I opened the box. There were 6 meals in it, and there was 8 cold-pressed juices in it. It didn't come frozen, and that's because everything from Factor Foods comes fresh and never frozen, so your food looks like actual fresh food when you see it. I had a hard time choosing which one I was going to start with because they all sounded absolutely amazing. They said the meals were chef prepared, and let me tell you, they were not kidding about that. Absolutely amazing lineup of food that they sent me. They sent me smoky shrimp and tomato penne. They sent me honey mustard chicken, a roasted red pepper and ground beef bowl, aloo palak, I hope I'm saying that right, and shredded chicken, a southwestern style beef and macaroni, and a shredded chicken taco bowl. My wife helped me decide which one to try first, so we tried the roasted bell pepper and ground beef bowl with Parmesan cheese, and it had a side of broccoli. It was absolutely outstanding. My wife couldn't believe it. She thought it was going to be like one of those frozen grocery store single serve meals, the ones that you get in the freezer department. I couldn't believe it myself. I was expecting it to be okay, but I wasn't expecting it to be freaking amazing. It was so flavorful. It wasn't overly seasoned. It wasn't bland, and the portion was right on time. We shared it, and I was still satisfied. I put it in the microwave, and they wasn't kidding when they said done in 2 minutes. We had to wait 4 minutes for it to cool off before we could even eat it. It came out perfect, though. But you know what? It didn't weigh me down. I didn't feel bloated. I wasn't lethargic. I didn't have to get in my car. I didn't have to prep nothing. I didn't have to bust no suds after I was done. I didn't have to clean nothing up. It's great, man. It's awesome if you're trying to meet like weight loss goals or like wellness goals, or if you just want to eat better, or especially if you can't cook. This works for people who want to eat a specific way, like vegan-based or vegetarian-based, or somebody who needs like a high-protein diet. You could even just be juicing. This works for everybody. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, which is dope because it literally takes 2 minutes and you're eating. It's super good. It's super fast. It's super easy. There's no reason not to try it. So if you want to try out Factor meals for yourself, which I think you should, you can head over to factormeals.com/Darren50 to get 50% off your first box. And you'll also get 20% off your entire next month. So again, if you want that deal, go to factormeals.com/DERON50 to get 50% discount off your first box and 20% off your entire next month. Factor Meals, ingredients with integrity.
Okay. Well, they also said date nights have become a thing of the past, but why?
Because they let it.
Right.
Because they let it become a thing of the past.
It shouldn't.
And that's the thing for us. I mean,
And what's date night? It can be, baby. It can be
exactly.
It can be outside, right? Even for us out here by the pool that we have.
Yeah.
And it just
Sitting
in there.
Listen, this is date night.
Yeah.
Us sitting here just having a conversation with each other.
Cool.
This is date night. And that's what I'm talking about. Just making sure that you don't lose sight of that person.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose sight, if you start focusing on, I got to do this and I got to do that and this and that, you start losing sight of your person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to lose sight that you have a partner, that you have somebody that, you know, I mean, if in our case, I vowed to lay my life down for yours.
And I'm Chicle.
You know what I'm saying? And that's...
And Chicle, by the way, is like, it's gum.
Yeah, she, you know, that really is. She stuck to me like glue. And that's, if you're not a person that likes a lot of heavy affection, you're a dumbass. Because me personally, I need that. I need that validation. I need that reassurance that my wife is riding for me while I'm riding for her, and that in turn makes me ride hard for her, makes me ride hard for my kids. She comes home. Not that we really go anywhere because
right.
we work from home, but even when we can.
Well, we work separate. That's
but we work separate
during the day for sure.
We work exactly. We work separate.
We meet up.
And
then
from
time to time, just hey,
yap. And it's throughout the course of the day. We do stupid shit. Throughout the course of the day, I don't care what it is. If we're sitting here having a conversation, we say hi, babe, to each other.
Yeah.
Like,
I was thinking, hi, babe. Is that an issue?
Hi, babe. I don't think so.
Don't remember the book though that you had.
Well,
codependency.
Yeah, us being around each other all the time. They say it's codependent. I don't give a fuck because I like being around my wife.
So it sounds like, we enjoy each other. Obviously we do. But these people here, that's where they need to get at.
Well, also we have to determine whether or not they have new kids. Are these new kids or are they older kids? If they're new kids, you're going to have to listen. Parents, but you're going to have to tough through that. You're going to have to sit down and realize that you have a teammate.
But wait, since we became parents, they have to be babies. Because are we talking about somebody that's 15? And you're 15 years into this shit, and you're still
like, what the fuck do we do with this motherfucker?
And you're acting this way.
Date night is gone because this motherfucker is 15.
That's crazy.
Listen. At the end of the day, you have to make the time.
Yeah.
You got to make the time. You got to say, and not only make the time, you have to think about this. It's something that you have to write it down if you have to, especially if it's important to you. You have to determine that your relationship is important enough to prioritize along with your children and learn how to juggle that. I love my kids, but I also love my wife, and I'm not going to give one up for the other, and I'm not going to neglect one for the other.
But you're talking about write down what, like
your plan. On how you
like that. It's like
how to organize your time.
I thought you were talking about at 1 p.m. I'm gonna go see my spouse.
Shit. If you have to,
because of schedule.
Listen,
a task.
If you have to,
it shouldn't be a task. It should just be a
natural.
normal.
It should be something
thing.
that's natural. But for a lot of people, babe, Sometimes they can't get away from their kids. Sometimes their kids are like, but then that comes down to the parents.
And that goes back to fuck them kids.
See, you can't fuck them kids. Like, you can't, because they got to live and survive.
We have kids,
they
right?
Gotta live and survive.
Let me stop.
You can't be on some fuck them kids.
As
much as you want to be, and I get it. Sometimes people get mad and they get frustrated, and but at the same time, you have to look at it like this also. We are building a family.
Yes. But then also you want to think about it. You don't want to neglect anyone, but you can't neglect your kids either.
No, not at all. Kids are the first priority,
yes.
And this is where it comes down to the two of us or the two of them
right.
need to realize that, we are on a team. We are teammates, and things get tight, but I cannot... We're on the same ship. I can't fight my teammate and sink our ship.
Yeah, because you can't come home from work and pass your kids and lock yourself up in the room with your
exactly.
Your spouse
because your kids are going to be out in the
day.
street fucking doing fentanyl and,
like what is
prostitution and all kind of fucking shit. We're stinking motherfuckers up.
So when I think that, these people, I don't know how they see date night, but that's another thing. What they consider date night? Date night shouldn't be let's get dressed up and go out to dinner. I mean, I know that's
even though it's nice, and that's
cool.
That's what a lot of people want, and that's what a lot of people could like. But you can make date night anywhere, man. Yeah. Date night, that shit is easy because date night we can make date night in the kitchen.
We make that shit with Pizza Hut
right now. Pizza Hut date night, sitting out here in the Jeep and under the moonlight, talking bullshit.
I was about to sing your song.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
But for real though, I mean, date night could be anything, man. You could turn date night. We do
date night. We have date nights a lot.
Listen, like I said, man, this right now is date night. I mean, Thursday night, date night, sitting in our living room, which is also the fucking dashboard, but
it's all right. It's comfortable.
Listen, I love it. But we're sitting here having a great conversation, about relation. This is date night, and this is what I'm talking about. These are the things that you prioritize. These are the things that you should do in your relationship. Is make it a priority. Sit down and have a conversation with your spouse. Mm-hmm. Make it a priority. What you doing, babe? What's happening? What's going on? What do you think about this? Ask questions. Be proactive. A lot of it is being proactive. And even still, I hate to say it, and men just as well as women, because men get tired too. I mean, if my wife I tell her, listen, if you jump on me in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Jump on me in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you always say that. If you're up at night, just
wake me up, man.
I'm like,
wake
what?
Me
that
up.
Makes no sense.
It does make all the sense in the world if you can't go to sleep. And I'm not talking about that. If you want to get it, if you want to give me the kitty cat, fellas, you need to be available for that. Also, I know it's tiresome, but that's another thing that the relationship itself appreciates is when you go that extra mile to make sure that your person is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say,
basically.
That's why, get it on, man. Get it on because it helps the relationship. It makes it easier to do date nights and makes it more of a priority to say, I want to do date night.
And also, don't forget how you became parents.
Exactly. I mean,
hello.
Listen, I think when we first met, it was 7-8 times a day, and now I think we've gone down to about 3 or 4.
About.
I think it's like 3 or 4. But
I don't know.
You don't know. Listen,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I married the horniest woman in America. Anyway, so we got another listener letter coming up, but I'm going to take a quick fast break, and when we come back, we will read more listener letters. This is the Darren Harris Podcast.
It's bold. It's sweet. It's sexy. Introducing new Stella Rosa Brandy in 3 fruit-forward flavors: smooth black, honey peach, and tropical passion. Ask your retailer for Stella Rosa Premium Imported Brandy. Please celebrate responsibly.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about, I'm reading listener letters about relationships. People ask me, all of a sudden they want some relationship advice from me, which I just think is wild business. But anyway, we're reading some letters, man, with my wife, Yvonne. Hey, babe, welcome.
Hey.
I'm going to leave these letters anonymous, so just because I don't want to blow people up like that. But my husband and I are going through a tough time financially, and it's putting a strain on our marriage. We have had to cut back on a lot of things, and stress is starting to take its toll. We argue a lot more often, and the tension is like off the charts. I know that money is a common issue in relationships, but I'm scared this is going to drive us apart. How can we navigate this difficult time without letting it kill off our relationship? Love, worried about our future.
You just deal with it.
Well, I think that's pretty general, babe.
No, I mean,
well,
there's gonna be issues financially.
Yeah.
I mean, hello.
Yeah.
You know, I can just speak.
Well, from our experience.
Our experience. Financially, it can be sometimes, a burden, but you just talk to each other about that. Like, hey, this is where we're at. This is,
Yeah, and that's the thing, is to be able to articulate to each other everything, but to never still lose sight of the fact that we are teammates.
Yeah.
We are in this together, no matter what your successes or my successes, my failures or your failures, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to try our best to keep ourselves above water, but I'm not going to let you go out here and float and die if we get into a situation where things get a little sticky. And that's a problem, because we get so many people now that want to leave somebody, if they come up on a hard time, or if they don't want to talk to anybody if they're broke, or, it's people don't,
Well, yeah.
They say money can't buy love.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, it really can, but at the same time, I don't think money is necessarily necessary to have love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think, I mean, a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, and I had to stop working. And my wife has been working ever since, and that's going on currently at this time. But my wife doesn't treat me any differently. She doesn't treat me like I'm not the man of the house. All the major decisions or whatever, she still comes to me as the man of the house. She's still very submissive to me. She has not cut off the cootie cat.
You can get it.
You sound crazy.
Yeah. But look, you did say something. So you said, like, that financially, everything's, we take care of everything financially. But one thing that I feel, though, is that what you do, you should be getting paid for that shit sometimes. Like, you bake, you cook. I mean, you take care of things that by the time I'm like, oh, I'm going to go take care of that, I'm going to clean this up, I'm going to do this, you've already taken care of that. And that is not tied financially. That is just something that you do because
it's for us.
Yeah.
I mean, and at the end of the day, like I said, I take us into consideration. It's our home, for one.
Yeah.
It's our happiness, for two. I want my wife to be happy, all the time. I mean, and it's not always the case, but I want my wife to be happy all the time. So I learned something. Anthony Robbins said something in one of his tapes. It was called Get the Edge, and it was about relationships. And it was, what he said was, you have to find a meaningful way to contribute. If you don't, then you are eliminated.
And that's what I'm saying. You contribute. That's how you contribute. And that makes up for so much. Like,
well, it becomes, like I said, it's a second nature thing, because I have a teammate. It's my survival also. If I can't, especially if I'm in a position where right now I can't necessarily provide financially, I can provide other ways.
It balances itself, though.
But those other ways have to be reciprocated and valued by you, which you do. And unfortunately, in a lot of relationships, a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people don't accept that or understand that. because they feel that I could do all of that shit myself. I need da 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 da, so on and so forth.
He need to have a job.
Yeah, or
he needs to have a job, or he ain't shit.
Yeah, and that's really what it is. That's really what it comes down to, and so much of that fuels, I hate to say it, fuels a lot of mental illness, a lot of mental strain in men with relationships. They always feel like they have to, otherwise they're going to lose their family, or they're going to lose the person that they love.
There's a lot of pressure.
There's a lot of pressure when it comes to that.
Yeah, I have to do this and that, but I mean, I don't know, financially, first, finance is a tool, right? We use it to get we use it for everything, for food, to go out, bills, all this stuff. Mm-hmm. But how is that person seeing money? It's how they view.
Right. If we was being frivolous, it would be a different thing. If I was out here, not working, but I had like every color Jordans, or and I, like.
Listen, we walk around with holes in our t-shirts.
Listen, I'm Captain Holy.
Yeah, you are.
I am Captain Holy.
Yeah,
I don't give
and
a
I'm
fuck,
like,
babe.
give me this shirt.
Listen, I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
I don't care.
But doesn't.
I wear the holiest shit in the world.
But I mean, we don't do it because we don't have money. Because that's not the case. We use our money some other way.
We a lot of the things that we do don't require a large amount of funds.
Right.
That's
that's a good one.
Well, that's because we find entertainment in each other and not necessarily going out and spending money to do something.
Yes.
We have.
And you've taught me that. Because remember, I'm like, man, we ain't going to do this weekend.
Yeah.
We're staying home this weekend.
Sometimes
even when we stay home, it's great.
We have a good time, and that's the thing. It's about.
And that's actually how you save money, and you wouldn't have financial burdens.
It really is about finding that person, having that person, because I know if it's not, you want to go out and do some shit. I want to go do this, like all the time. We need to get
It's because I get bored.
Yeah, but us, I feel that we're rarely bored.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And if we're bored, it's because we're bored of where we're at.
And not for nothing. I think if we are bored, we're bored together about the same shit. Like
today.
Today we're bored. What are you doing? Yeah, nothing.
No, but today was wild. But financially, you just have to balance that out. And be real.
Yeah.
Hey, this is how much I have in the account. So today we can't go out and eat.
Yeah, we can't do this.
Today we need to chill.
It's sacrifice. It becomes about sacrifice, and not for nothing. You begin to really learn.
And is it a bad thing though?
But no, because you learn what you really need and what you really don't.
Yeah.
You learn the things that you really need to spend money on and the shit that you really don't need to spend money on.
One thing about us is that we know that we can go out to eat, but we also know that we can stay our ass at home and cook.
Yeah, see, that's the good things.
But we do put ourselves on timeout a lot because there's a week that we're just great.
I don't think it's timeout. I think it's the opposite. I think we treat ourselves. I think we do. I think we think we budget very well.
No, I'm saying when we after that week of acting wild out here.
It's like 2 weeks of acting wild and 2 weeks of chilling the fuck out.
The chill out time. That's the time. It's like, all right, we just gotta
this
chill.
2 weeks is the wild out.
Yeah.
The next 2 weeks would be the chill out.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is the whole month could be the chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's on us.
But the thing about it is the whole month could be the wild out too. We could go out and spend all the money, or we could stay at home and spend, and we've done that, and spend no money and still have
a great old time.
Great time with each other. And it always comes back to finding and knowing that person that you found is actually that right person for you. And I know people are like, oh, you guys, what about later? You're getting hot on me too. Anyway, but people are like, what about later? People always run up on stuff later on in their relationship. Yeah. So I get it. I understand. I completely understand.
And I understand finances. Let's be real. This week we were trying to figure out some stuff, and we did. We figured it out.
But at the same time, it's about working together.
Yeah,
to figure these things out.
And then it's just, hey, this is what I'm gonna have to do the next time. Yeah. It's just having a plan. Basically, have a plan. Yeah. People have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're gonna be broke all the damn time. I don't know what to tell you.
Facts, big facts. Shit. If you don't have a plan, you're going to be broke all the time.
You don't know how to balance your account.
We do eat out quite a bit.
Yeah, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, we don't.
But exactly, like we have to sit here.
But we're fucking tired of fajitas. That's one thing we know.
You need to get the fuck off them fajitas, I got to tell you. Okay? No more
Y'all,
fajitas.
we eat fajitas.
We're not going down there for another month, all right? No fajitas for the next month.
Yeah, we can't. Right? We eat fajitas once a week.
We eat fajitas like once a week. Like sometimes twice a week. They hate us, but they love us.
No, they know us.
They do know us. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyway, listen, when it comes down to finances and your relationship, again, just like the first part, the second part is the same thing applies. You can't forget or lose sight of the fact that you have a partner. You have a partner. You know what I'm saying? There are things that can be done. There are things that can also be delegated. My wife delegates all kinds of shit to me. Sometimes I'm lazy about it, but she will delegate some shit out to me.
I'll just remind him again a few minutes later.
But see, the thing about it is, that's the thing. My wife doesn't nag me. My wife.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Well, you don't.
Well, I hope
you.
You
remind me of some things.
Yeah, remind you, but then I am careful on how I say what I need to say. You know, I don't want to sound like a nag, so that's why I'm like,
that's important too. That's important too. That's very important. Like, you know, men feel like sometimes their women, you know, or their wives or their are nagging them about. I never feel like that about you, because you do. The way you communicate to me, or the things that you want me to do, or the things that you need for me to do, the way that you communicate these things are based in respect and also based out of necessity for the survival of our team. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which makes it easy for me to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll jump up and take the garbage out. Or, oh, yeah, okay, I'll go out there in the hurricane and, you know, fix the antenna or whatever.
I don't know why you did that the other day.
Listen,
got up there when he waited for the wind gust. We had a hurricane that just recently passed, and I'm in the coach, and I hear we're talking about finances, right? So look at this. I hear you up there. The wind is blowing. The gust, I think, was about 40, if I'm not mistaken.
Man.
And you're up there, and I was like, "What in the hell is he doing up there?" And then I was like, "Man, if he falls or whatever, like."
See, that's when you see.
But I was so concerned because the wind. I guess you were, once you got up there, I know you were set, right, and you were thinking, just be careful. You were thinking, first and foremost. What happened though is that there was a leak in the RV. So you're actually thinking about, you know, hey, I'm going to get up here and I'm going to take care of this. Yeah. So that we don't have any financial fuck ups
later on because we had a leak, and
then I'm worried that you're gonna fall, which is what?
Which is a financial burden. But see, that's my whole thing. I'm like, I go up there, I'm like, okay, I can't fall because I don't want to go to the doctor,
right?
Because that shit is gonna be $1 million.
Not even, but see, and that's fucked up that you have to think that way, because it's not even that. Babe, you don't want to fall so you don't die and break something and be in pain.
Yeah, no shit. I don't want to fall and die out here.
Yeah. But you see where our thought process is? I'm not going to lie. Finances, it stresses me the hell out. And I'm a financial analyst, by the way.
Shit.
But it's stressful, you know. But you have to work around it.
You just, like I said, you just can't lose sight of the fact that you have a teammate, that you guys are working for the greater good of the family unit, and that this too shall pass. It'll come into. I
mean, and if you need help, say that.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm drowning.
Don't be afraid to
articulate help.
And don't be afraid to articulate that. And the thing about it is, especially when people articulate it, when they say it not that person can do anything about that at that moment, but what it does is it enables that person to have a moment where they're able to be completely transparent, to break down, to let down what's on their chest, and for that other person to internalize that and say, okay, what other ways can I do to circumvent this?
I'm laughing because I just had to break down just 2 days ago. Remember?
Yeah, no shit.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna trade it in the RV.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that. Yeah,
And you were like, what?
Yeah, we not trading in the RV.
But also, the other person has to be the person to calm.
That's
the balance that we have.
That's where that Aries and Cancer comes in. That fucking
when
water,
I'm
fire sign shit. I just come in and quench the thirst.
Yeah,
some quench.
That's hilarious.
So I'm gonna read another one. Okay, here's one right here. I recently discovered that my wife had an affair. I'm devastated, and I don't know how to move forward. Part of me wants to try and rebuild our marriage, but another part of me can't get past the betrayal. She's apologized and wants to work things out, but I'm struggling to trust her again. Is it possible to heal from something like this, or am I fooling myself by thinking we can go back to the way things were? Things will never be the way that they were.
I was about to say, you are fooling yourself.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but I'm sorry. I'm not an expert, okay? But
That's a disclaimer. Do not take my advice for this segment.
No, meaning I'm just going to speak on life experience.
Say it.
I mean, it depends. If you're constantly going to bring it up, then no. You cannot stay in a relationship. And some people can. Some people can get past it. I've seen that. I'm like, okay, that's cool for you, but that don't
ain't
work.
Cool for me.
Yeah. That doesn't work. Oh,
hold on one second, folks. I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, we're going to keep talking about this subject right here, but I'll be right back.
Turning my pain into purpose is pretty much what I have done to start this foundation.
In August 2020, after the death of George Floyd, Bridget Floyd and other family members established the George Floyd Memorial Foundation in support of the Black community.
It's going to take more than just us as a foundation. It's going to take the community, the world, to make a change.
Fight for racial justice for the Black community. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. I was having some technical difficulties, but we are back. And we were talking about a letter that we just got about this guy. I guess his wife cheated on him, and he's having some issues in determining whether or not that if he wants to try and stay with it and work it out, or if he wants to kind of bounce out. And I think it sounds like he loves his wife.
And that's fine. Oh, they're married.
Yeah, they're married.
Okay,
if it was some girlfriend boyfriend shit.
But
marriage is
is different.
Marriage becomes different, but I don't think so. I think that.
Well, I mean, marriage becomes different because of the paperwork, right? If you're thinking about divorce, but really, get that out. Like, just take that away. How does this? How does he feel? Is he going to bring it up all the time? If you. But he doesn't even know that.
That's the thing. A lot of people can't, man. A lot of people can't let shit like this go because a lot of people.
It's trust.
It's trust. B, visualization. People have visualizations of shit like that, which hurt.
Oh, that's
people,
how you get shanked.
and that's how you get fucking in your fucking sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up with all your shit burned in the backyard.
I do have to say this. He said that his wife, so she got caught. And I know everybody's like,
some people don't get caught.
That's what I'm saying.
Some people say, listen, I got something I want to tell you, because either they want to come clean, or, whatever it is.
I've heard men say, oh, women are sneaky, So I'm like, well, what does that mean? Because
men are horrible liars, for one.
Men are sneaky too. They get caught.
Men and women are both sneaky, but the difference is men are horrible liars, and women can spread that shit around like peanut butter, and you'll never know none's missing.
But he found
but we don't know
some jelly.
But we don't know. We don't know. Yeah, some sort of something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, for me, I've been cheated on. I have never been married until I married you. I don't feel like you would, but part of me is if I don't, I would be devastated for one, but I wouldn't expect you to be able to if it were me but I don't think that it would be advantageous for us to be together anymore because it would both of us have super trust issues. And it would just be,
I'm as a woman, I've been cheated on. That's why I'm like, I can say no, you can't stay. You can try, but it's never going to be the same. I hate to say it's a waste of time.
Yeah, because
and
I'm
energy.
I'm never going to feel like that, that whole...
That I'm the only one. How do I know that you're not thinking about this person and then...
I won't... It feels fractured.
Yeah.
It would feel fractured.
I don't trust you. Just plain and simple. I don't trust your ass.
Yeah, exactly. It would be.
And now we can play this game.
And that's exactly what it becomes, is a game.
Yeah.
And it's not a game for me anyway that I would want to play. Now for other people, I understand, and not for nothing. I may still love you. I may still love.
Yeah, I don't think you just fall out of love. You don't.
But I cannot. For me. I made a promise to you.
Right.
And me breaking that promise or you breaking that just means that you didn't take that promise or I didn't take that promise as seriously as we should.
Yeah, because this is forever, right? That's why.
That's it.
Forever?
I chose this.
Forever.
I chose this forever, girl.
Yeah.
Listen, but that's the thing.
But
you on some.
But I think also
snack.
You too, baby. Ooh. But I also think what works over here is that we're together. We don't like to do many things without each other. And that's that shit that how it starts. That I'm gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm
gonna go out with the friends, and I'm not saying don't go out with your friends. I'm not even saying that.
Start putting yourself in harm's way.
But also, don't put yourself in that place. If somebody approaches, you
don't put yourself in harm's way.
I'm a woman. If I were to go out with my girlfriends and a guy approaches me, it's on me on how I'm going to respond.
Absolutely.
And I know how I'm going to respond. No,
but see, you have to.
You have to communicate and be proud that you're married. Like I'm a married woman.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You have to be proud of the fact.
Instead of no, because I'm married. What does that mean? No, I'm married. Because
thanks, but I'm married.
Yeah. If you're still there, and as a woman, if you're still there in that, but. Because I'm a woman, then this is...
Right. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Same thing but the same thing for fellas. If you're still in that, I still got it phase. Fuck, I don't give a fuck if I still got it. I don't give a shit because I don't care if I have it because
you're getting it over here.
That's where I want it at though. It's over right where I'm at, and that's why I chose to be married to the person that I'm married to because that was basically me saying that. This is it. This is 9 out of 10 right here.
And we've been through a lot.
And we've been through a lot.
Separately, you know, like you've told me your stories. We've been through a lot. So it's like, we know what it feels like. We know the hurt, the pain,
Well, that's the thing. I've cheated on people and I've been cheated on. And, I know how it feels to do both.
Yeah.
And it hurts both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this is always how it's been. Somebody always thinks they're winning. As a woman, the other woman thinks she's winning. You can keep him because I don't want him. Because if he did it to me,
as a matter of fact,
he's going to do it to you.
See, I look at it like this. You lost.
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah. When you walk away because you know what? You have peace. And now there's peace.
It's hard to get over, but you do.
Yeah,
you
it's going to take a minute.
You have closure.
You'll get over that shit.
You understand. But, for this guy right here, babe, for you, sir, listen.
They're married, right? If I would say, let me not be so harsh. Yeah.
Honestly, sir, it depends on whether or not you have the capacity to get past it.
Yeah, and go to counseling if you have to.
Well, counseling works too. Counseling...
Together.
I'm a big advocate of counseling. Yeah. I'm always going to say, counseling, you should definitely try that avenue. But I think that you should definitely weigh out with yourself whether or not you have the capacity, to even get past this.
Yeah.
You know
I meant counseling for himself.
Yeah.
Leave her ass behind.
Well,
Go talk to the therapist about her ass.
I think both. Yeah, both. I think they both should attend counseling together and separately.
He may, but I'm not saying counseling so they can stay possibly together. Counseling because then he'll realize that he may not need her. And I hate to be that way, but
absolutely.
If it was the other way around, it was the same stuff, Yeah. If it's a woman that got cheated on, go to counseling and figure out that you're probably too good enough for this person. What are you doing? I don't know. I'm sorry. If you were to cheat on me and then you go to work the next day, you think I'm just going to be cool with your ass when you come back home?
Excuse me.
Like, sir.
Yeah, no, it ain't cool. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. I wouldn't expect you to be. And that's the thing.
But you're a man. So you've been, like you say, you've been cheated on.
See, and that's the thing.
How would you feel?
That's the thing. That is the internalization. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the internalization. How would I feel? And it's not even that. The thing that makes me not even think about it is because I have a dime. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But B, I consider you. Your feelings are super important to me.
And guess what? And you always tell me that, and you always show me that. So thank you for that.
Yeah, babe, and it's a priority.
Yeah, and you know what they're missing there? Communication, because she went out there and cheated because why?
Lack of communication.
Well, no, lack of what? It's a lack of something.
It's a lot of shit
but
too.
She's not.
Well, we both have said,
she actually may have
totally
everything.
Happy people.
Yeah.
Could go right out and fucking
She's just
cheat.
curious. I'm going to keep it that way. She's just curious. She saw somebody. She wanted to know what it felt like. So she went and she got it.
That's lack of self-control.
Right. So it's a lack of something is what I'm saying. But he needs to be asking her, why did you do it?
A lot of people have all kinds of shit that they say.
And then actually, let me take that back.
I don't know.
No,
it just
I was about to say, let me take that back because most likely they're going to lie. I don't know what what you're talking about. What?
Yeah.
I found
people lie, but even people who get caught, you ask them, "Why did you do it?" A lot of it just happened. It's a lot of fucking.
I'm sorry, his
bullshit.
Dick just slipped in you.
Yeah. The thing about it is this, man.
Ma'am.
You let it happen. You let it happen. You have to let shit like that happen. You have to give the consent and the okay for shit like that to happen. And when this shit like that happens, you have lost respect for your person.
And yourself.
In that moment, you lost respect for your person. You lost respect for yourself. And that right there is an issue that you you need to deal with.
And the guilt comes
and the reason why
immediately after, or maybe not.
One of the reasons you left, exactly. One of the reasons you did that could possibly be that you really don't love this person like you think you do. You really don't regard this person the way that you think you do. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love my boyfriend, but I just slept with this one person. Well, really don't love him maybe like the way you say or you think you do. Because I feel like this. When we stood on that beach and got married, I was like, yo, I stabbed myself in the chest for this woman right here, for real. I would just do it. For real. And in order to do it, why would I go out and for some
people do it just I know that cheated on people just did it because that's what they wanted to do. That's all you wanted to do is you wanted to go over there and get laid by that person.
I say it all the time. People do the shit they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do the shit that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
And that's at the very least, that's it.
Yeah, because if you don't want to do it,
you won't.
Yeah.
Period.
That's it.
And there's nothing anybody can do about that.
So miss me with that.
You can miss me all the way with that.
So yeah, get a divorce, homie. Start the paperwork tomorrow. Call that attorney.
Because that's the thing. The reason she did it is because she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, if you want to do some shit like that, go ahead. I don't want to stop you from doing you, but you could miss me. And that's how I look at that. What else you got, babe? What's happening?
Okay, we're going to help this other person. It says, I feel like we don't talk anymore. That's a shame. First of all, I'm just going to start there. Yeah. I've been married to my spouse for 5 years now. Okay, that's us. And while we've always had a good relationship, lately, communication has become a major issue. It feels like we're constantly talking past each other, and simple conversations quickly turn into arguments. That's a problem. I find myself getting defensive, and I know my partner feels the same way. We love each other deeply, but this lack of communication is driving a wedge between us. How can we get back to understanding each other?
Sadly, that's when people actually go out and start cheating on each other.
Yeah, which was the last one we were just talking about. See, that's how it starts.
But see, it's communication. It's that communication factor. You got to open your motherfucking mouth.
Yeah, you have to talk to each other.
You got to talk to each other, even if, you got to, well, that also comes down to a lot of people get involved with each other for the wrong fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Before they really know who the fuck they with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they said they're talking to each other, and then all of a sudden it becomes into arguments. Well, one, you have to find the trigger there. What caused the argument?
I always used to say, if there was like an argument, okay, everything was fine here a second ago. What happened in this instance where it wasn't fine, where it was fine 5 minutes ago, but now it's not fine? What was that trigger?
Right,
and then go back.
But that person's not gonna. That's when you pause, and be like, all right, where did I trigger you? What triggered you? Going back, but
yeah, well, that's what you should do. You should go back and try to recognize what those triggers are, but. A lot of it is resentment. People start resenting each other. Like a lot of it, the financial strain. These people like the first letter with the children, that kind of shit. We lost date night.
But it all comes back to communication then. Because like you said, resentment. Are you communicating this to this person? What is it? What's the issue with that person? So
that is very serious.
You're sitting there holding all this in, which is something you always tell me. Hey, you're feeling some type of way.
Say that shit.
Say it. Let it out. Even if it hurts my feelings.
I may not
tell me.
know. I may not know what the fuck it is I'm doing that you sitting over here seething at. You want to fucking cut my lips and shit off. I didn't even know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, well, that's happened a few times. Remember where I'm just mad at you? Like, well, what did I do?
I wake up from a nap and I wish you would stop breathing or some shit like that. Listen.
It's sad to even get to that point, honestly. If somebody feels that way, like you can't talk to your partner, then you have to take it real serious. Like, don't leave this shit to the evening. Let's talk right now.
Right now. That's the thing.
No, because a lot of people, you text each other. Everything's through text now. You're going to text your partner or whatever. And, I'm mad at you. We'll talk about this later. That's that.
That's that bullshit.
Yeah, that's that.
That's that bullshit.
That's the caca shit. Yeah. Okay. That's the bullshit.
That's that bullshit.
We're gonna talk later. No, we're not. We're actually. I can't work no more, boss lady. I'm about to take the rest of the afternoon off.
I need a couple of minutes to go outside and get some shit straight with my wife, or I need a couple of minutes, to make something clear. And that's the thing. People have a hard time articulating what's wrong with them. What's wrong with everybody? Nothing.
Right.
That's what the fuck is wrong with everybody.
We make shit up.
We make nothing up is what the fuck we make up.
Well, we're sitting here, and that's another thing. You could be sitting in here and overthinking. Don't forget about the overthinkers.
Yeah.
People that sit.
To make shit to be mad at.
Listen, I don't sit here to do that, but I am an overthinker at times, and I have to bring myself back. Like, hey, man. It isn't what you think it is,
I too am an overthinker, but you're right. You got to back yourself up sometimes and be like, look, it ain't.
Because you might be the problem.
Stressing myself out, but it comes back to the initial thing where they feel like they don't talk anymore,
or you can't tell them anything because the last time you told them something, they reacted.
What happened in your relationship? I mean, did you do something? Did something transpire? Right. Did you not acknowledge? Did you not apologize for something that may have gone wrong? I mean, there's a lot of different shit that could cause people to stop communicating with each other.
Yeah.
Because I know, for me, cancers are like this. If you harm us or say some dumb shit, we'll stop talking. And we won't talk again. We won't talk again. Yeah. But if we care, we'll talk until the cows come home. We'll try to talk it out. But once we stop caring, I don't talk no more.
I know in the arguments, because I'm not going to say we don't get into arguments, but when we get into, I think called arguments, it's not. Yeah, it's not even arguments, it's disagreements.
Yeah, because we don't really fight.
We disagree.
We disagree, and that's another thing. We choose.
But we don't yell at each other on disagreements. Yeah, I get spicy at times, and I stop talking for a day.
Now, you never really stop talking because I make your ass talk.
I know. You'd be like, so you're not going to talk to me?
Yeah, you better fucking say what's on your mind. Say it.
But that's communication.
Say it. Sometimes you have to force it. Sometimes I don't necessarily want to say force, but sometimes you have to say, hey, listen, you got to talk to me because we need to work past this.
Well, I just cook for you, babe, and that's how you know.
Well, see, that's the thing. You got to know also the cues when you're getting made up with, some makeup.
I'm mad at you, but I love you.
Yeah. On some just on some like random silent cootie cat.
That's the best.
Okay, you sorry, girl. I know. I'm sorry too, girl. Mwah. And that's what it is. I mean, communication is more also than verbal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe you stopped being intimate or stopped touching, him or her, or
and that's
maybe and
that's an issue.
That's another issue. Maybe that's again where you need to sit down and communicate that. Hey, listen, is there a problem with me or a problem with you? Or
if you're not feeling it just for that day, say something, because that person doesn't know. Now that person thinks like you. If you don't tell me anything and I go hug you, kind of like
which will never happen,
but then I'm thinking I did something, but it just could be because you're just going through, the motions.
I might need a couple of seconds to be like da-da-da-da-da, but even still, the ability to communicate that to you, even if I'm going, and that's the thing, if I'm going, and this is why I believe our relation it really does come back down to communication, because if I am having a bad day, if I am having a problem with some shit, the first person I want to sit down and talk to is you. You know what I'm saying? The first person I want to say anything to about whatever situation I'm going through or what I'm feeling, regardless of, whatever psychotic episode I might be having. I want to sit down and talk to my wife. Yeah. I want to sit down and because at least you have the ability. I have like phlegm in the back of my throat that's just bothering me. But anyway, at least you have, my best interest at heart, and you're going to help me try to stop hurting. You know what I'm saying? So, or stop going through whatever negative feeling I might be going through if I communicate that to you. So me sitting here in the corner going, nothing's wrong in my fucking
but everything's wrong.
When everything's wrong.
When everything's wrong. Like
men
you
have
can
to stop
see it,
saying,
it's the energy, you can feel it.
And that's the thing. I want, and the same thing, when you're going through things, I want you to come to me and be like, look, babe, da-da-da-da, so and so forth, my world is falling apart.
Yeah,
and you do that.
This week, with what we've been through with Pi, I've come in here and tell you I'm just sad right now.
Yeah.
And you do the same thing. It's been rough, but this whole week we've been able to communicate that to each other. Like,
right. So
hey, I'm not feeling.
In those times when you communicate, I can say to myself, she needs added support or added, just added, an added sense of comfort or whatever it is.
And you too,
in order to strengthen our relationship. And that's what it is to strengthen our bond.
How many times have we hugged each other?
We hug each other all day. I mean, most days we hug each other.
But like I'm saying, even like that's communication too. Like, hey,
Yeah.
a
good portion of communication is nonverbal.
Yeah.
And that's what I was talking about by just the, being able to touch someone in a way and be able to communicate or look at somebody
just
in a way.
Just touching their hand.
Yeah. Just the way, like, Like the way you tell me sometimes, the way you look at me, you gave me this look.
Yeah.
You know,
I love it.
You know, and that's
and
the
it's
same
a look
thing.
that you don't know.
That you don't know.
That you're giving me.
Mm-hmm.
But that look is everything. And then there's a smile, certain way you smile. And I'm like, oh, look, I still got it, boy.
And that is what I'm talking about. If you have lost that with your person, that's something that needs to be communicated.
Yeah, you have to try to find it again. I mean, if you're willing.
If you're willing, if you love that person and you're willing, then you owe it to yourself and that person. Especially if that person doesn't. But if you're just like, man, fuck this, then you yourself have to take action. Yeah. Which also requires communication.
Yeah, speak up.
You know what I'm saying?
Or it's speak up, and then also not being who you really are. So that person, you're just communicating as a fucking robot, basically.
That's really what it is.
Some people are still like that. Some people can be in a relationship for years and still.
Well, that is very it becomes codependent,
right?
But also, a lot of people start using people. They'll use people.
Yeah.
A lot of people will say. They use people for different reasons. Maybe they use them financially. Maybe they use them to make themselves feel more superior, or to make themselves feel like some sort of savior. I saved you from this.
Yeah.
And, all kinds of shit. And it's just, it comes down to communication.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason I think that our relationship stands out, and people say, hey, about our relationship, and we get some of the emails or some of the DMs, is because we communicate.
Yeah, we talk a lot.
We talk a lot, babe. We talk a lot. We wake up in our sleep talking to each other. We talk to each other in our sleep.
I know I do. I have a whole conversation.
Listen.
Remember when not only do I talk, y'all, supposedly I howl.
Yeah, I was like, Listen.
So that's communication. That's me telling you, hey, boy, come and get it. Come here, sir.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. I was almost losing track. You see, when you start playing footsie and shit like that, you start taking my fucking brain power.
That's what happens when we're at home. At home.
So that's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to talk, man. You got to want to talk. You have to find the interest.
I was about to not only talk, what is the interest? I mean, obviously, when you met each other, right? When people meet each other, the first thing we like to ask is, oh, what do you like to do? You know, what do you do?
What are you interested in?
What you're asking that for, then, if you're like, after that, not going to be interested.
Not to go back to Tony Robbins, but to go back to Tony Robbins. He said, your nature, it has a lot to, our nature as people have a lot to play with, to play into that. We share a very similar nature. And that's why it is very easy for us to sustain.
What is that?
Our relationship, our nature.
Yes.
How we are.
No. I mean, like, I thought you were gonna say like we share this, like me and you. I thought you were gonna say
slightly
like
different.
No. I was about to say like no.
Well, my nature is to say hi to everybody. Your nature is to scowl at everybody.
I was about to say like your nature's. I want to help everybody. But so do you.
That's something. That's a trait that we share.
You are like, you're right. I do want to help everybody, but
from afar.
I want to help you from afar. I know I love being around people, but sometimes, honestly, I don't. Right. You know, I
like being around people
at all times, and I'm cool with it. Obviously, I like to be out, but. Right. Sometimes I just pull back.
I don't mind interaction with people, and that's, but sometimes you're like, I don't necessarily want to deal with that.
Because I've never really been like that. I mean, I'm from Chicago, right? So I've been. New York. But I'm saying like compared to where we're at now, right? I was always out and around people. It's like I don't have a problem with it, but I'm not like talking to people the way you do, but
right.
But that's okay. That's communication. Like you like And there's no
Well,
problem
that's
with
the
that. And but I love that about you.
And I love that about you. The fact, in which I actually have taken pages out of that book because it has enabled me to create boundaries that I was not able to create before. Because let's face it, I have a lot of issues. I have people pleasing issues also, but you've taught me that. Fuck you. For real. Like,
what I don't like to see also people that I care about, and I'm not saying being used, but that's why I always say just communicate to your people, certain things.
Facts.
That's it.
Communicate or listen.
And
I say,
communicate.
listen, when you are in a relationship, and I'll say this and we'll wrap it up, but when you are in a relationship with someone, especially somebody that you want to maintain that relationship and you want to keep that euphoric feeling, you have to communicate to that person, and you have to communicate that to that person. But you also have to communicate with yourself internally.
Yeah.
You have to. There's going to be battles inside.
Yeah. And listen. Look in the mirror
and talk to your motherfucking self.
Yeah, and you have to check yourself. Listen, a lot of people don't like to hear that. I check myself.
Yeah.
I still check myself, and it has nothing to do like with the relationship, just like in general, like, there's mental health issues.
Right.
You have to check yourself so that whatever you're going through doesn't affect your relationship.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's why communication is very key. I mean, the fact that you married me, even though I have like mental health issues, is key. But that's the thing.
But
you knew I had mental health
Yeah.
issues because you've gone through this with me. I
Right.
mean, it was something that we've communicated. We've been communicating. It's something that we've communicated about. We still communicate to this day about mental health and mental health advocacy and things of that nature.
And make sure that your partner cares enough about that too.
Fuck yeah, man.
Because
I've been left out in the fucking cold so much for people wanting to just do or think about themselves and don't think about where we are together, or we are in, and that's a lot of times it's where people are, oh, well, you have this issue. I guess I don't have to, I can't deal with this. But that's where people, certain people draw their lines in the sand.
Well, they see that as a burden, and it's like, well
exactly.
Why don't you try? You don't care enough about this person to see them or at least try to help them.
Yeah.
And
or
then
this is your person. I mean, it's like,
but what are you looking for? I mean, I hate to say it, everybody has issues.
Yeah, fucking everybody's got issues.
Who's walking around here and hasn't been
like,
depressed, anxiety?
I mean, everybody has depression and anxiety, but a lot of people don't know it.
ADHD, bipolar, like
me, everybody.
So what makes that other person think they're better? And that's just where I'm.
Well, it just comes down to somebody thinking that they don't have problems.
When they have all the problems in the world.
That's some sort of narcissism. That's some sort of narcissistic trait or behavior.
So in every letter, somebody has a problem.
Yeah. Somebody's, well, it's all a fucking problem. We don't talk. That's
what I'm saying.
Cheated on me.
One of those people, one of them have a problem. The lady that cheated has a problem.
She didn't communicate.
Right. The parents.
No communication.
No, not even no communication, and just they don't know how to balance their life.
They don't know how to balance it out.
Yeah.
They don't know how to say, "Hey, listen."
By not talking to each other like you said.
They don't know how to prioritize each other.
Right.
The time for each other. They feel it. I mean, I don't give a damn if we in the bathroom for 5 minutes. I'm going to look deep in your eyes and take that 5 minutes to spend that time.
Well, you be in the bathroom for 5 minutes. I give you 10 now because I know you be there about 10 minutes. Then after that, I'm peeking under the door like, hey, man. Did you forget about me? That's communication.
That's communication right there. So I guess this was a podcast about communication, and ultimately which is, really kind of no brains at all whatsoever. I mean, everybody has all these problems. It's all these problems. It's all these problems that had, like you said, you was just saying, everybody has a problem. It's all these problems that all could be solved with communication.
Yep. With just opening up your mouth.
Just say something, man. And that's
what's the saying? Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, you shut the fuck up, you're gonna starve to death. That's exactly what the fuck that is.
Yep.
You keep your mouth shut, the whole relationship gonna die. And that's what it is. The whole relationship is gonna die.
But that's cool, because keep sending us the letters. And
keep listening. Listen, this was fun. I mean, I enjoyed that. I mean, listener letters might be a new thing on the Darren Harris podcast. Sit here with my wife and read some listener letters. Talk to my wife about real shit. So, you can DM me anytime you want on any of my social media platforms.
Well, wait, now calm it down. What does that mean? DM?
No, well, email me.
No, I'm just playing, babe.
Listen.
It's because everybody makes a big deal about the DMs.
We want to know your topics. Give us some topics. Give us some shit to talk about. Write us some letters. Some shit you're going through. Some shit you don't know about. We'll try to know about it if we don't. If not, we'll chop it up until we do. But I want to thank everybody for joining me. I want to thank my wife for joining me today. I had a great time, baby.
It was fun.
You want to have a great time after this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I want to thank my parents for being great parents.
How do you put that after trying to get freaky with me? That's weird.
I didn't say nothing about freaky.
Oh.
I just said you want to go have some fun.
What
we
does
can go eat
that
some
mean?
pudding.
Ooh.
Listen,
See?
stop
Okay.
it. Quit it. I want to thank my parents because my parents are awesome, and they gave me a mouth, and I'm using it to do this right here. And I want to thank my listeners. Stop it, okay? You need to stop. My wife is over here playing. Thank y'all very much for joining me this week on the Darren Harris podcast. Please join me again next week. Well, maybe I might have my wife on again. What do you think, folks? Let me know what you think. If I should have my wife on regularly, if she could be my co-host, and leave those comments in my DMs if you want to, and we'll make that happen. So, all right, folks. Until next week, I'm Darren Harris. This is my podcast. I'll talk to you next week. Peace.